Who doesn't like walking into a clean house? Who doesn't like staying in a clean house? Who doesn't appreciate a clean house? Like, show me that person. I want to see that person. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Gils here again, and today I'll be telling you about things that we neglect cleaning in our houses. So in our houses, right, we tend to clean a lot of times. We sweep, we dry clean, we dust the surfaces and all that. But there's a lot more that goes into a clean house than just sweeping and dry cleaning or dusting the surfaces. And today I'm here to give you a hint about those places that most of the time we neglect to clean, or those things that we neglect to clean that overall make our house look or smells otherwise. So let's start. The first thing I'll be talking about is your AC or your fan. Yes, a lot of us clean our houses, a lot of us sweep, a lot of us dust and all that good stuff, but we forget to clean our fan. See, let me explain something to you. The fan absorbs a lot of the dust that it is blowing around. A lot of the dust that is in the house is absorbed by the fan. A lot of dust is absorbed into the AC because it's bringing out air and taking out, and so there's a lot of dust that is stuck in those places. Most of the time when we sweep or we dry clean, and we think that we have just done it, and then the dust which is in the fan or the AC just keeps blowing back at us and blowing into our nostrils, and you are wondering, like, okay, your house is clean but you have an allergy, you're sneezing, the place is smelling stuffy, things don't, like, you wipe the surface and the next thing you want to come is dusty, and you're wondering, like, oh, my windows were not open and things like that, so where is all this dust coming from? I'm here to tell you that it is from that fan that you have not been cleaning. It is from that AC that you have not been cleaning. Call your maintenance guys to come and clean your AC, dismantle your fan and wash it, clean it, and do all that good stuff, and you'll be amazed at how much fresh air, how much good air you have in your house. So yes, clean your AC, clean your fan. Okay, so a lot of us use napkins in our kitchens, washcloths, just basic cloths in general to clean our surfaces, microfiber cloths and things like that. But what we don't understand is those things absorb and keep a lot of dirt, be it just the one that you use to clean maybe your sink after you're finished washing things and all that. It absorbs a lot of dirt, and most of the time these cloths are wet, especially the ones that we use to clean around, clean surfaces and things like that. Because we clean all the time and all that, those things become very wet and they absorb a lot of moisture, they start smelling funny and all that. That's why your kitchen can be very clean, there are no plates on the sink, everywhere is dry and things like that, but you walk into your kitchen and there's this smell. It doesn't really smell nice. There's this smell. Check your clothes, wash your clothes, you boil water and then you steep your clothes inside with a little bit of detergent, steep them there for a while, about 30 minutes, and then you remove them, squeeze them. If you cannot just do a quick wash or something like that, steep them. When they're done, throw them in the washing machine, and you go. Or just by then, like, if you steep the clothes in hot water and detergent, right, most of the dirt comes out, all the smell and everything. You can just easily wash with your hands and dry. That's a very easy way to take care of our clothes. Another thing is, some of us have cloths that maybe we use just to clean the sink, right, and we don't have replacement cloths for it. We just use that particular cloth over and over and over. Please, we should learn to change those things, because those things that's the kind of thing that helps to absorb dirt and make the place smell moist and dirty and all that in our kitchens, and we don't want that. We want a clean, beautiful environment. Okay, the next thing I'll be talking about is door handles. Door handles, like, that's that place where you can almost never avoid, except that maybe you're going to somewhere that has a sliding door automatically, that when you come it just detects that you're there and then it slides open or slides closed and things like that. But how many of us have those things in our houses? Like, I don't know anybody. Like, all the houses that I've gone to have the doorknob, and all the houses I've stayed in have the doorknob and things like that. So the doorknob is one of those places that we really don't take time to clean. Even the door frame, we don't take time to clean those things, but everybody is touching it, like open, close, open, close. Those are one of the places that keeps a lot of germs, especially the toilet door. Oh my God. The toilet door is that place that hides all the germs. Please, please, please clean your doorknobs, because the truth is you wash your hands, but how often do we really wash our hands? Like, you open the door, you close, you go out, come back in, close. And most of us have become very conscious about washing our hands now that the whole, is around. But before that, a lot of us will wash our hands only maybe when we want to eat and things like that, but we keep touching doorknobs, and everybody's touching it day in, day out, week in, week out. And so if we clean our doorknobs, it's going to help reduce the amount of dirt, germs who are spreading and heaping up in places. Also, in relation to the bathroom I spoke about, another thing is the handle, the toilet handle, like where you flush the toilet. If you still have the handle, that handle that you flush, hey God, if they show you the amount of germs that is hanging there, you will just collapse. You will never touch that place. If you have the one that you just push and it flushes, it's the same thing. Like, whichever method you use to flush your toilet, it is the same thing. So that's another place that we should clean very thoroughly. Like, use some Dettol or some disinfectant or something, and make sure that you always wipe up that place, because those are one of the places that harbors like the highest amount of dirt. So still talking about the toilet, right? A lot of us don't take time to clean our shower curtains, our bath mats and things like that. Shower curtains especially are one of those things that you bathe with soap and all that. So as you're scrubbing your body, the dirt from your body drops to the shower curtain, because the shower curtain helps to prevent water from spilling on the floor. So all of that drops on the shower curtain, and most of the time a lot of us just finish bathing and push the shower curtain, wipe our skin, and then we are out. But I want to tell you that, please, it's not good. Like, change your shower curtains often. If you have the fabric shower curtain, schedule time to wash your shower curtain. But that is in the long run. What I want you to do every day is, immediately you take your bath, use your shower head and flush or rinse your shower curtain before you push it open to step out. That's going to help you to keep your shower curtain clean, nice, smelling fresh. Your bathroom is always going to be smelling fresh. Another thing is bath mats. When we leave the bathtub, we just get down to the floor and wipe our feet on those bath mats. Those things absorb a lot of moisture, so much so that it is almost always wet. Like, the only time it has any minute to breathe is probably in the night when we're sleeping and things like that. But that's not enough to keep it clean and healthy and smelling nice and all that. So we need to wash it. Same like the washcloths, dip them in some warm water and detergent and wash thoroughly, and your bathroom for sure is always going to smell beautiful. Sometimes you get into somebody's house and everything is so clean, everything is so nice, looking so posh, arranged and things like that, but there's this thing that we almost always forget to do. In as much as we clean, sweep, dry clean, dust and all that, we need to take off the cobwebs. Like, cobwebs are those things which can accumulate over a period of time, and maybe you see your wall as if your wall is molding, but it's not mold, it's cobwebs. Always use a duster, a broom, anything that you can. Take off your cobwebs, wipe them down, clean. It makes the house look really neat and clean. Like, if you get into somewhere and there are cobwebs, it's just creepy. Like, what's this? So clean your cobweb. In everybody's kitchen, there's this sponge rack, sponge box, sponge. In Africa, we use maybe a bowl to put our sponge, soft sponge, iron sponge, soap, whatever you use to clean in the kitchen, right? Whatever you use to wash your plates and all that. See, that thing that you put your sponge in, most of the time a lot of people don't rinse out completely the soap from their sponges. So most of the time we keep our sponges in these containers with maybe a little bit of soap or things like that, and then a little bit of water, and then over time it starts becoming slimy, it starts becoming brown, it starts smelling and things like that. That just takes your house from 100 to like 20. Nobody wants to touch that slime or that dirt or things like that. So that's one thing that we overlook a lot. We wash plates every day and finish and just take the sponges and everything and put in that box, not necessarily cleaning it or things like that. We need to clean where we keep our sponges, because we use the sponge to wash our plates, our spoons, our cutleries, and we need it healthy and clean for ourselves and our families. We don't want to catch any disease because of where we keep our sponges and all that. So we need to keep that clean, and in turn your kitchen will be clean, your house will be clean, and everybody will be healthy and everybody will be happy. So in the same light as keeping your sponge rack clean, I'm going to be talking about keeping your plate rack clean. So when we wash our plates, our glasses and all that, we have a rack where you keep them to drain before maybe you can remove them and put them in a cupboard, or not necessarily, we just have a rack where we keep them, and then when you want to eat, you take them from the rack and things like that. So when you wash those plates, you need to put them in the rack for the water to drip out, right? When water is dripping out of those things, there's something like a base to that rack where the water drops on. So a lot of us don't take time to clean that rack, the bottom of that rack and everything about the rack. That rack stores a lot of moisture, it stores a lot of dirt, it stores a lot of water, and once as water is stored like that, or stored in a place like that, you start having things like maggots and all that bad stuff. So you don't want that. You want to always clean your racks. You want to always ensure that if your plates are drained, you can always pull out the base of the rack, wash it, and put it back. The next thing I want to talk about is the plants in our houses. A lot of people have gotten into the culture of keeping artificial plants, or most recently everybody's getting into the whole natural plant and things like that. But how many people take time to clean these plants? How many people take time to wash the artificial flowers in their houses? My God, those things store a lot of dirt, like a lot of dust, a lot of dirt, a lot of small insects like spiders and things like that. Most of the time we just have them in bouquets kept at one corner, or just lying around the house and things like that. My God, those things are so dirty. Like, if you doubt me, just take water and Omo and put, or any detergent, and put in a bucket, and then take your artificial plant and shake inside and see how dirty that water is going to be. So we should learn to clean our artificial plants, and we should learn to clean our natural plants. The last thing I'll be talking about is our trash cans. Yes, our trash cans. Now a lot of us are doing the right thing by putting trash bags into trash cans and throwing our dirt into it. Some people go the extra mile, which is good, to separate their trash into biodegradable plastic and blah blah blah, you know, all the good stuff. Yes, it's good, but sometimes we have leakages because these trash bags are not 100% firm. Like, some of them have holes, some of them have, you know, one thing or the other. So dirt actually spills onto these trash cans. Sometimes even you might want to throw something into the trash can, and part of it is going to spill out of the trash can or on the body of the trash can and things like that. But a trash can is that place where even though we throw dirt, we should be comfortable enough to keep our trash cans maybe in our kitchens and things like that, without it making the whole house smelly and things like that. Especially, another thing, if you have kids and you have diapers that you're supposed to throw and things like that, you have to ensure that you throw those diapers every day, and you have to make sure that you clean the trash can. Don't just throw the diapers every day and then you have never cleaned their trash can since that you bought it in the name of, oh, I wear a trash bag over it. Just take some time, wash your trash can, clean your trash can, and everything is going to be good. Your house is going to be smelling fantastic. Yes, I know I said that was the last thing, but I'm going to give you one last thing that is going to help your house smell good. Whether you like it or not, your house is clean, every part is clean, you do all the things that I have told you. Please incorporate an air fresher, a good air fresher into your everyday life, into your everyday cleaning and everything. You know, they have these ones that you just place in places, and I think the air wick ones you just keep in places, and after a while you can program it like, okay, spray for it to spray after like maybe every 30 minutes, every 20 minutes. Please, that's very helpful. Like, it just gives your house some nice smell, some nice environment. Like, some people even use candles. You can use candles from Bath and Body Works, you can use candles from IKEA, you can use whatever. You can use the regular air fresher that you just spray around your house and all of that, but always make sure that your house has some nice fragrance. And I bet you always want to be home, you want to stay in your house, you want to be around your house because your house is clean. Like, going out to be should I go, should I not go, and you know, you love your house more. So I hope that each and every one of us is going to practice all these things that I have listed, and I hope that it is going to help us to be able to maintain like perfect homes, clean homes all the time, nice smelling homes. And I can assure you that if you try these things, you're going to love your house even more. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.